I'm gonna be cleaning this up. Got a bunch of brake cleaner there and a couple brushes. Just bought a couple packs of these brushes. I'm gonna use the black ones because it's softer. And then I got a big wire one. Just gonna be scrubbing it down. Then I'm gonna spray that out, scrub the sides. I think I'm gonna end up painting it if I get finished today, but I have everything and we're just gonna get started and see how clean I can make it look. Mess up my floor again, but I got plenty of litter to clean it up with. And then I think my other buddy's gonna come by and pick up this block and head that he's gonna work on something, so just get out of my garage. A lot of work. We're gonna get started. So the timing chain on these are really simple. I didn't do much research. Got a Chilton manual, which is about all you need for this. But it goes in, it's got a dowel pin. You just match the dowel up. Before I took it off, I made sure it was at top dead center, cylinder one. And you see this dimple here? I'll show you in the other. Okay, so I couldn't pull this one off. I don't have the puller for it. Here's the new cam gear, or crank gear. I believe you're supposed to have a special pulley to pull this off. I tried prying on it, couldn't get it, so we'll just go ahead and finish the install. You can see here we have the dowel pin, or the dimple here, and then in the center, in the center here is the dowel pin. So it's got 3 bolts and then the dowel pin. You can see here 3 bolts in the dowel pin. So it makes it super simple. You set it to top dead center before you set it up, before you take it off. The install is pretty simple. You would just put the cam in there, make sure the head is off. Put the cam this way, put it in, dowel pin comes down, and then make sure the crank is up. And it should be, I don't know how you would check top dead center for compression stroke, but I don't think it matters when nothing is connected yet. You set compression whenever you hit the valves, set the valves up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on real quick. Okay, so putting the head bolts on. It says for 96 to 98 models, you go a different sequence. The other one is a 3-step torque sequence, which is normal. This one's very weird. It's just 22 inch-pounds for all of them. And then for these short bolts, they want 55 degrees after the 22. And then they want the medium bolts 65. And then the long one's 75 degrees. So I'm just gonna be doing, what I think is good. But it's kind of sketchy for me, but it is pretty tight. I didn't think it would be that tight, but 55 degrees after 22 foot-pounds is pretty tight. So we're gonna get started, finish that up. Head gasket has been installed on the dowel pins. Now I'm going to get the head, install the head, and then we will start tightening those bolts down the same way. Easy peasy. That's trash. Let's go ahead and, oops. get some of these in. Okay, now we're going to do these, 55 degrees. So got out there, out there. I assume if you had a degree wheel you put on here, then you line it up with that 0, and then you would do 55 degrees. Me, I don't have a degree wheel, so now once the medium, 65. 65. And then the rest are 75. So those are good. Now, I think I'm going to try to put the push rods in. Never done it before. Watched the video, and let's hope that I know what I'm doing here. Just put these in. There's no difference on these. Sometimes they have a difference. One's a ball and one's more flat, or something, like vice versa. No. Gotta clean that one off. Just put them in here, and these will slide right over. Tighten these down as you spin the rod. So just turn this knob, the rod, still spinning, still spinning. Okay, no spin, half turn, boop. Now that one's done. All right, so let's rotate it some more. Okay, so this one's ready. And tighten it. Rotating. Okay, half turn. Boop. Still good. All right, now we rotate some more until we see this one move, and that one comes down. Okay, now we're good. Day 3, I'm done here. I'm gonna go inside, hang out. Buddy wants to play some games. I've been in here for, I don't know, 6 hours or so. It's not that late, it's like 6. But I don't want to keep rushing it, try to knock stuff together and end up messing something up. I already had messed up the rear main seal, so I'm gonna get another one tomorrow. But I'm gonna figure out how to put it on there, because I was trying to put it on while it's on the stand, and it started bending back and it actually cracked it, so I just pulled it out. I'm gonna put a new one in. Just finished adjusting the rods, and it was pretty fun. Looks pretty cool. These are the push rods in here. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I just never worked with push rods or with the cam in the block. I've always dealt with 4-cylinder, or I think even the RB25 is dual overhead cam, so it'll be pretty similar. But everything, head's torqued. I'm gonna paint it. I don't know when I'm gonna paint it or how I'm gonna mask everything off to paint it, but I'm excited about doing that. I gotta clean off some stuff here, but it's going great so far. Fingers crossed. I got some other stuff to put on, and we're getting pretty damn close. But for like pretty much engine mechanical, it's good. It rotates the engine parts together. Now it's just doing everything on the sides and tops and intakes, exhaust, all that crap. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will keep you guys updated on as I go. Hopefully, maybe do one long video or 3 short ones. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get there when we get there. But I'm getting excited. Still picking out little pieces. Try to make sure it's clean. But I'll do an oil flush once I run it for like 30 minutes. Let it idle. But I'm excited. Fingers crossed everything goes great. First time working on a V8. I mean, I guess second time since I got the broken one over there. But yeah, I'm excited. All right. Thanks for watching.